Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Rue,
That's me, Zach. Hello.
and we're here to talk ReZero episode 10, Murder is a Habit, and ReZero episode 11, which I could not tell you the name of that episode, but I remember Murder is a Habit because it's a great title, to be honest, for an
That is
episode.
a great title.
So Zach, where do we start in this episode?
We start immediately where we left off. Right back at what did we agree? We're gonna say Millie's dead body.
Millie's dead body. Subaru's just like, Nazi signs, Natsuki Subaru is here. Isn't that right?
On his arm.
On his arm. On
On
his
his
arm,
arm,
currently.
yeah.
Yeah. For now. We'll get to the other one later.
Yeah. So he's like, shit.
Oh, my battery just died. Oh no. Keep going. Keep talking.
So he's like, shit, did I do this? He's like, oh, I'm all cut up. And it's like, yeah, of course. I mean, looks like it. So immediately hides the body, puts a blanket on it, and hides it in the corner.
That's a pretty, like,
And
if
it's
someone
like-
just casually looks, they will find this body immediately.
Yeah. He's like, all right, now I gotta get the fuck out of here. What the hell is going on? But he's also at the same time being haunted by Millie's ghost.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's he running for? He runs into Amelia first, right?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't get haunted by Millie's ghost yet, only because she hasn't, until he reads the
Oh,
book.
that's right. That's right. He's got to read the book first.
Yeah.
My bad.
But he literally runs out the room, and Amelia's just like, hey, is everything okay?
Yo.
You seem kind of off a little bit.
He's like, yeah, everything is great.
Yeah, she's like, I want to treat Millie better, get her out that basement. And Subaru kind of freaks out a little bit, and she's like, Subaru, just remember, you don't gotta. It's okay.
It's all good.
It's all good. And then Beatrice is like, hey, everybody, get to this room. We got a
Get to the
problem.
library. We have a huge problem.
You see that book there? Everyone gets to the room. Millie's book is up there, and we're.
Yes, it is. And they're like, oh shit, who's gonna read it? And Subaru's like, me.
Me, because
I'm going to read it.
they're like, oh, maybe it's not Millie. And it's like, well, I mean, probably. Shula is doing her thing. She's like, oh, what does she say? Like, number 2 is dead or something?
Yeah. Child 2
Child 2 is dead.
or whatever.
God. Shula.
Anyway, so Subaru reads the book and we find out Millie's tragic backstory, abandoned as a child, raised by wolves, basically.
Yeah. That was actually probably a better point of her backstory, I'd say.
Yeah. And then runs into Elsa, gets trained to be an assassin, and is taken before Mother. Now, I feel like an idiot because I did not read between the lines. I did not pick up on the fact that it was lust the whole time. That makes so much sense.
I wasn't positive it was lust because I read when she said, oh, I turned into multiple frogs. I was like, there's only one character that can do that. But obviously when you don't have a visual thing telling you it, I was like, it's probably lust. But until this episode, I had no confirmation on that.
Well, see, and the other thing is too, I think I got to slow down reading because I missed something else later on in the episode, in the book, from the book. Anyway, but side note, in the game that they made, the Prophecy of the Throne, which is a what if version of the candidate arc,
Mm-hmm.
the one where we get introduced to all the other
Yeah.
the main character, the new characters that they added, she also refers to Mother as being this character. And now I realize it's lust because of what happens in the game. I'm like, son of a bitch. Duh. Like, oh, you know how everyone was transformed into fucking bugs and a dragon? Who's the character that did that? Like, oh, right. Right.
Yeah.
All right. So
You don't feel dumb.
Anyway.
It wasn't like a guaranteed. You never know. Like I read that and I still was like, it's probably lust, but I wasn't sure it was lust. So
yeah. So anyway, so but that makes way more sense. Also, why does Lust need Elsa?
That was out. That's what I was thinking. Like, why does she? I mean, she likes to be. She loves to be loved. At least based on her speech when she was talking to Subaru, if I recall, everything. But I don't know why she needs assassins. Really. I mean, I guess
Like
it's
I
like the
could
witches. Like if you're regular, like everyone has kind of their underlings. But
right, but she's the first one to actually have underlings then.
I mean,
Well, I guess
fingers.
Betelgeuse has his
Betelgeuse had his
fingers, but I mean,
fingers. Yeah.
Regulus, I guess his wives could be his underlings technically, but his wives don't do anything.
Nothing to the level of Elsa, like that
Yeah.
we've seen. Like no
So
basic witch
maybe,
member has been that strong. And then
yeah,
she
maybe at
also
the
have forearms and everything. Was that her power?
oh,
How they were able to control the forearm guy that Griff fought, like in the last arc. Am I blanking on how they were able to come back to life, like their inanimate bodies? How was that possible again?
we technically remember. Technically, they weren't dead
I'll tell you. Yeah. What was it? What can you tell me again? I know this is a sidetrack. I'm just blanking right now, and it's bugging me.
because if you read the when you read it and then in the dialogue for Reinhardt's mom, Teresa, she says she encounters Pandora,
Oh, okay.
even though not by name.
Yeah.
And then next thing she knows, she's being um like everyone's staring at her from the top with Wilhelm, Reinhardt, and Hinkle, and then she dies.
Yeah.
So technically, they weren't dead. Wilhelm thinks she was dead.
Okay.
Now
That.
the eight arm Kieran or whatever the hell his name is, he might have been dead. I don't know. I don't think they were actually dead.
Okay.
There's a there's a the fourth extras book is actually I think it's called it's the last one between Wilhelm and Teresa, I believe.
Hmm.
So maybe I'll get more info in there about. Anyway, side
Yeah.
notes.
Side note. Sorry.
But the fact that it's mother and they have it's Elsa, maybe we'll get more of that later. But anyway, basically they just become sisters, and she just um Melly basically doesn't know what love is, so she's saying she hates her sister. She's using the word hate for love.
Hmm.
I think that's what's going on here. And then, so we get to the end of that. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna." She says she wants to kill her, right, Elsa?
Yeah, she does. And then when Elsa dies, she like doesn't have a purpose. Almost like she not like that. Her goal was to kill Elsa, but it was just like she was just kind of almost going with the flow of what was happening to
Right.
her. Like never like taking action for herself, but just going with the actions of other people around her consistently.
Right.
And before we get
Uh,
past a little farther, I just wanted to say that like the grotesqueness of what Melly says when she becomes a frog and when she becomes a fly, that she was terrified of mother, aka Lust. Like when
yeah.
she describes how like I think the show doesn't. I don't remember if the show says how terrified she was. It just shows her transforming, which is vile, but just like
Yeah.
her fear. Like she's like, I will never do anything to do anything against mother. Like because she's like, I think she was turned into 100 frogs, and she was like, I can see every vision of each frog and like what it does to you mentally. She was like, just broken, and that to
Yeah.
me was just like seeing that visually crazy. That's all. Before we
Great.
moved on.
And then we get to right when they're at the tower, and we get the library scene. Now, like I said, this is the other part I missed. I must have not caught what Subaru said to Melly.
I
Because Subaru speaks. We don't know, still don't know what happened to him, but he's in the library. It's the night he loses his memories, and he starts to speak not like Subaru, let's just say that,
yeah.
and says some pretty horrible things to Melly about how she's just useless and a waste of space.
when he's talking to Melly in the hall, like, so let's go to, he's talking to Melly, like, not Subaru is talking, it looks like this does not seem like who Subaru is, because he's like calling her a little doll and everything like
Yeah,
that, like,
and he like snapped his neck
yeah,
talking to
like
her
that.
backwards.
And this could be almost like the book, like whatever book he's reading, because the books have influence on you a little bit, like in some
Right.
form
We
or
also don't
fashion.
know. Yeah.
Whose book he's
Yeah.
reading at the time, we don't know. So like
Which
maybe,
which I love that because of the implications later.
mm-hmm. And like, because he has, like, I'm looking at the picture, he has like 3 books on the ground, so this is like his 3rd book he's reading already.
Yeah.
So like he's going through books trying to figure out something, but that's going to mess with you mentally. So however he's talking to her, maybe there's something there that's like not controlling him, but infusing it with him or some sort of thing.
Right.
So
So
then, yeah.
that's where. So we know that's where Super went the night he lost his memories. He was in the library, and
Mm-hmm.
Melly saw him there.
Yep.
And then she says, the next morning after he lost his memories, "Did you mean what you said last night in the library?"
Then he takes her to the room. Like, yeah.
And then he takes her to the room,
And
strangles the fuck out of her. Not even with invisible providence, because he doesn't know he has that. Just
Nope.
with his
Just
good old
a bit-
2 hands.
just with his 2 hands, like, just strangles her. We don't know why, we don't know how, just strangles her. And in the book, like, or even just in the show, everything, you got to remember Subaru's experienced all of this through Melly's perspective.
Yeah.
So everything, like, he's experiencing that pretty much himself. So like he's experiencing himself choking himself and seeing his face, or at least he's seeing Subaru Natsuki's face, I should say,
Yeah.
choking him,
Yeah.
which is
And
wondering
he
why
has-
is Subaru Natsuki doing this.
Yeah. And so once he comes out of the book and he's like, yo, that was fucked up, he starts to have this almost dual, like, inner self fight. Because he's like, who is this Subaru Natsuki? And why is he like this? He's like, I'm me. I walked out of a convenience store. Like, I want to see my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like calling for his mommy and shit.
Man walked out of Kabini, and next thing you know, this is truly where, if I was the other Subaru, like the main Subaru Natsuki that we know, he got it lucky, because like imagine just walking out of a convenience store and you're just placed in the middle of a story that like is a horror movie pretty much,
Yeah.
and you have no idea what's going on, and everyone knows who you are. That's a terrifying thing. But our man Subaru wakes up from the book. Millie is now haunting this man, and
Yes, Millie is, yeah, basically a ghost.
just like pretty much a devil on his shoulders in a way. But it's also his memories is infused. This is this first book that this Subaru Natsuki has read. So like this is like the experience of having someone else's just be there with you the entire time almost.
Yeah.
So everyone's in
Yeah.
the room, they're like, "Hey, how did Melly die?" Like I think Julius asked that, like, "How did Melly die?" And Subaru's like,
Oh,
I
I
didn't
didn't see
see it. And then they all go search for her body, and Shula comes next to him. Shula's like, "Anything you need help with?" And he's like, "What does he say exactly?" Pretty much says,
He said, no. She says, should I be doing something? And he's like, yeah, go help look for Melly. He's like, got it. And then he whispers in his ear.
"Yeah."
And he's like, what the fuck does that mean? And then, we'll fast forward just a little bit.
Yeah, fast forward.
He's like, all right, I'm going to do what definitely everyone does when you commit a crime, is I'm going to go back to the scene of the crime.
Make sure everything's good.
And, yeah, walks in there, and the body is gone.
Yep.
Which is a good thing, because Ram is right behind him, is like, yo, what the fuck? What's up with you?
Yep.
And then that's when he tells her then, right? No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't tell her that. That happens next episode, but she calls him a good for nothing copy, pretty much. Like, because at this point, Ram understands something's off with Subaru. At this moment,
Yeah.
like he's not acting like himself since they found him. He's been weird. This is not the Subaru Natsuki that they know.
And what did she say? I can see
She has
like you.
clairvoyance, or she saw him get up,
Yeah,
or
yeah. Basically, that Pat kind of ratted him out that he wasn't there where he's
hmm
supposed to be. But I mean,
yeah,
it wasn't just Pat. It was everything.
yeah, and going to murder is a habit. Poor old Natsuki Subaru, before this end of this episode, just thinks to himself, "Oh, I'm gonna murder Ram." Like he's like, "Okay, I could just let me just get to her neck," because he doesn't really know how strong these people are. So in his head, he's like, "I'm just gonna run up there and strangle this girl.
I'm just gonna strangle this
I'm
bitch.
gonna kill her." That's what he's thinking. I'm
Yep.
gonna kill this girl right now. Because
What the?
murder
I mean,
is a
but the
habit.
ghost is also like talking to
Pushing
him too.
him.
So
Yeah. Ghost of Melly is pushing him. So that's the end of that episode. And let's get to one of the best episodes of ReZero. Still not better than episode 18, I'd argue. But it's still one of the best episodes of ReZero.
I would argue it's definitely better than episode 18.
Rem talking. That's to me still my favorite episode. One of my favorite episodes of anime. Can't take that from me. Let's get to it. Let's get to the very beginning of.
Yeah, there's a lot that happens in this episode.
Yeah. So,
Actually, really, for everything that happens, really well paced.
very well paced because shit hits the fan quick. But we leave off this episode where we left off last episode. Ram's there. Subaru, I think, charges at Ram, and she just pretty much goes bop bop. Or no, he charges at Ram, and then an ice
Yeah, it's an ice prison.
happens, and then Amelia comes out and says, "I didn't want it to be true," or something like that. That you're not Subaru like the Subaru we know.
And then he plays the I lost my memories card, to which Ram gets real mad
Pissed.
about.
As you can see from previous loops we've had, when he said he's lost his memories to Ram, she's like, "You don't remember Rem? You don't remember Rem?" Pretty much. And at this point, this Subaru Natsuki does not have the benefit of the doubt because he's been lying and hasn't told them yet. So she is coming at him.
Pissed. Yeah, coming at him. So Amelia's like, "Don't worry, Subaru, we'll fix this." And then we just get the cut to color bars.
Oh wait,
Subaru wakes up later.
sorry. I just don't want to interrupt you. Amelia stops Ram from going too far because Ram's about to get him, and then because she's like, "Subaru, he said he lost his memories." That like she undoubtedly trusts Subaru. She's like, "This is Subaru. Somehow, some way, this is Subaru. He said he lost his memories. I'm believing that because that's Amelia." She's like, "I'm believing he lost his memory." Ram's like, "You better get out my way." And that's
I forgot. I totally forgot that she pushes. She pushes Amelia out of the way.
Her lady, she just goes foop, and then we cut to black.
Correct. Sorry, I forgot that part.
And then the craziest shit happens when Subaru wakes up. He sees Subaru Natsuki was just here all over the walls.
All over.
And then who walks in on Subaru freaking Natsuki? Or Natsuki Subaru. I hate saying Subaru Natsuki. The book is making me say Subaru Natsuki. Natsuki Subaru.
The man with some big stick energy.
Big stick energy Reed! What the fuck? Sorry for my language, but that was my reaction watching it and reading it. And I remember messaging Zach being like, "What is happening right now?" Somehow,
Reed's
some way, Reed is leaving this. I almost called it the sanctuary. The floor he's on, second floor, and coming down.
Yeah, and so Subaru's like, "Wait, I thought you couldn't leave." He's like, "I never said I couldn't leave, bitch."
Just who said that? Like, this Reed's a little more nicer to Subaru at the very least. I'll give him that. The other Reed came at the room, chopsticked him, kicked him downstairs. This Loop Reed, he's just like, "Hey man, I'm pretty much out. I got some shit to do."
Hey, like that scene from Thor Ragnarok where they come across Loki. It's like, "Hey man, we're gonna have a revolution. You want to come?"
You want to come? Hey, we're gonna have a little revolution. Do you want to come?
Sure.
But that's Reed coming in. The implications, we don't know how Reed is able to come down. Is he just able to come down and that's how it is? Did something happen that allowed him to come down? We have no idea because we're following Subaru Natsuki and he has no idea. He's blacked out. now for the second time this loop, shit's just hitting the fan. Nothing. We have no idea.
Yeah. Does he doesn't poke? Does he poke him in this?
No, he does not poke him in this.
That was the last
He
time.
just gives him a little bop to the forehead.
Ah, okay. So then it's Reed and Subaru. They walk down they hear some commotion. We come across Julius fighting for his life, facing the centaur things.
Yeah.
And Reed's like, yo, I'm going to get in on this.
Like Reed's is like, I'm jumping in, and they are no match for Reed at all. Reed just wipes the floor with them. But before then, you have a big moment because at this point, Subaru Natsuki wants people. I'm calling this one Subaru Natsuki and our one that we know, Natsuki Subaru. Subaru Natsuki is like, Melly's like, oh, let Julius die. Let Julius die.
Yeah.
Let him
Let
die.
him die.
So we can read his book. We can go read his book. Let him die. But what does not Subaru Natsuki do? What does he do? He says, Julius behind you.
Yeah, he tells him, watch out. He saves him.
Say
I
that.
mean, if shit wasn't going so crazy at the moment, technically not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't
in
know.
theory.
I mean, Subaru Natsuki doesn't know about, where his start and stops are.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess there's no guarantee that, like, obviously Nazi Subaru's not going to sacrifice his friends to read their books.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad idea.
If you're him in his situation, yeah, it's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
From
Because
what his
technically,
knowledge that he has, yeah.
Yeah. So that's, yeah. I see the logic in that, but then you immediately see, nah, fuck that.
Yeah. Nah.
So then Reed jumps down, is like, hey, I have chopsticks.
We still fighting. Your test ain't over.
We still fight. It's still on. Yeah, test ain't over, bitch.
And Julius is like, I'm gonna die here. Hey, Subaru Natsuki, take care of it, Anastasia.
Yeah, it's my girl. He's like, cool, will do. So then he just runs down the hall
Yep.
and comes and finds Beatrice and Lady Foxy Donna.
Foxy Donna.
And they're like, yo,
You're not
what
supposed
the
to be
fuck?
here.
Yeah.
Because they know about
like-
everyone. Everyone at this point knows that like
Yeah.
something's off with them. They all had
Yeah.
that conversation.
And it's like, yeah, why should we trust you? And then Beatrice is like, no,
I trust
Betty
you.
would know. Blah, 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 back and forth. And then we get the fucking Predator shooting his gun at Subaru Natsuki's forehead. But it's not the Predator.
Well, you skipping pots, Zachary.
What am I forgetting? I watched this at 1 a.m. I am so sorry. What am I forgetting?
I just wanna
They
make-
have a talk.
Okay, no, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to make sure like the talk, but does his begging happen before or after? Because he begs, like, please believe, like he breaks down. I think that happens before the laser happens, where he gets on his hands and knees, and is like, I lost my memories. I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what's going on.
I thought that was after when he was by himself, because I thought that was when the witch shows up.
Nope. Exams fixed. He says, who the hell would want to become Natsuki, Subaru Natsuki to Anastasia, a disgusting creep like this? And then,
Oh, yeah.
he has that whole before the laser happens,
Okay.
because this is why Anastasia like slowly,
Starts to believe. Yeah.
and then he grabs her. And then
Because
says,
he wins her over. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I know you want to get to the other parts.
There's a big part I just want to talk about. Okay.
Okay.
There's a really big part I want to talk
But
about. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
just
not
thought
trying
that-
to rush it.
I just thought that moment was just done so fantastically well, just because.
Well, yeah. So
Because it's like this man can't be. What does he have to gain to lie at this point?
and it shows like no matter what, Super Natsuki is going to become the Nazi Subaru that we know
Hmm.
because he already acted heroic with Julius. He didn't have to warn him at all.
Yeah, he could just let it happen.
He wins over Anastasia, just like, or Foxy Donna, just like he won over everyone else by telling the truth and being like, it's a little self-deprecating
Hmm.
and like a almost like a little bit of a pathetic way, but it's sincere.
Yeah.
So, and it kind of wins like, oh, this dude is like lost. Like,
Hmm.
all right, he's not. This isn't a joke or a front or something. This
But
is he's like, yeah, he has no idea who the fuck he is.
and if he is fantastic actor, but he has no idea. It looks like. But then we see the three dots hit Subaru's face. Poop, bop, bop.
Yeah, just like the Predator.
Yep.
And on the wall is a big ass scorpion.
Scorpion. I wonder who that could be.
I don't know. It's a big ass scorpion.
I mean,
Three
guys, if you're
dots in
watching
the
this
eye.
video, I can we just say who it is? It's not like the show. The show has pretty much said who it is. Like it has not beat around the bush for you to put who this is. You.
So apparently, yeah, the big ass monster is that Shula was talking about is a big ass scorpion.
Yeah. So laser.
But it's still we do see that Betty can still use magic,
Mm-hmm.
even if Subaru forgot. So that's a plus because they use the protection spell. And then Foxy Donna she also uses magic, right? She's the one that
Yeah.
she blows
She
the
blows
pincer off.
pincer off. Yeah. I
And
believe.
then Scorpion's like, fuck, run away.
Yeah, and during this moment too, Subaru saves Anastasia's life. Not Anastasia, Foxydana's life. It's reaffirming that this is not he's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
So, and then the pincers off
Even
on the
though,
ground. You know, they're just
yeah.
casually talking.
Yeah, they're
Foxydana's
like,
like
all right,
leading.
they're like, all right, let's go regroup, all that. And basically a eyelash eyebrow hair falls, touches the pincer, and blows
Blows
up.
up, just blows up, and Betty gives her life to protect
Protects
Subaru.
Subaru, and Foxy Donna gets
Once
both
again,
of her like
they don't like her legs. There's something. Toppy's like Anastasia, Foxydana. You're losing your legs like almost every time you die. When's the last time she's
maybe
had
like,
wasn't just torso?
yeah, it was just torso, yeah.
That for what? Even
Maybe
the second time
it's like
she
a
was just torso. I think like when Subaru was running, like I'm gonna kill
yeah,
everybody. I think she was just torso there. She was torso when they first were in the cave.
yeah.
So maybe she might like one day like in the future not have legs because
Maybe that's what we're hitting
that's
at.
where we're hitting. But yeah, he's dragging Anastasia or Foxy Donna's pretty much going to die body. Betty's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah. And like, once again, the devil on his shoulder, technically not wrong. Not it is being malicious, but in like I'll just put her out of her misery.
Yeah,
Just do it.
just
Like
do it.
obviously she's gonna die. Just do it. Come on, you can do it. Like egging him on. And so like he even grabs a rock, about to do it, and he's just like, I'm not doing
Yeah,
that.
I'm not doing that. Like I can't. Like he physically can't.
And then, you get a nice touching moment between Foxy Donna and Subaru where Foxy's like, yeah, I'm not going to give the body back to Anne. That would be, this is kind of me taking over her body actually at this moment is a service to her because she wouldn't have to feel this pain. And, I'm kind of glad that I guess it's over. And yeah, you won me over, Subaru. I'm sorry I doubted you. You're still the same guy that Anne admired or whatever she said, trusted.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you and bye.
Bye, and I love you starts being heard.
Yes. well, because Subaru kind of like at the same time is like, this shit is kind of fucked up. This shit is really fucked up.
I am not having a good time. Nazi Subaru is not having a good time.
No, Subaru Natsuki.
Oh, Subaru Natsuki's not. Yeah, you're right. Subaru
Yeah,
Natsuki's not having a great time right now.
yeah. And then the witch, we see the witch again.
Hmm.
So did they? Because you just finished the arc reading.
Yeah,
Did they mention what the tower was for, or did you? Because they meant, like I said, it was one of the things they mentioned, like in one sentence, what the actual tower was for.
I don't remember the sentence to be honest. I don't remember. I might have
Because
skimmed
I
it.
think they said it right away. I think they said it at the beginning before you started reading.
I think that's why I started reading literally where the episode left off. I didn't start like from scratch of this arc.
So should I say it?
Save it for a
I don't.
spoiler section where we can, because I'm down to talk about the book a little bit after.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So anyway, we get like an "I love you." We see the witch like most embraced Subaru has become. Like literally gets enveloped by the unseen hands
Mm-hmm.
of the witch, and like you can almost see him like just finally get whatever the witch is trying to do.
Yeah.
Like he almost gives in, and then you just get the fuck that ice sword.
Ice Sword saves the day.
So, which means this is why I wanted to talk about this in the spoiler section because it means it's not in Subaru's mind.
Yeah, it's physically something happening.
Yeah, it is physically happening.
Like rather, I don't know if like the witch being there is physically happening. I think that's probably miasma. But like things are actually happening. It's not just like I don't know if
Yeah, okay.
like yeah,
What
that's why I feel like.
I'm gonna put an asterisk to this. This I
Okay.
have a comment on this about, but yes. So anyway, Amelia comes in, and's like, "Yo, what up?
What up? I'm here to save the day with my ice sword.
I'm here to give the greatest speech I personally like of this series so far."
You go for it. Yeah. It's second tier.
Yeah,
I think I'm a Rem truther, but hey, I'll take the I think this is the second best speech for sure.
Ram, Ram. Anyway, uh, yeah, I mean, you want me to? I can't go like word for word, but like,
You can go you could just talk
yeah,
about how great and fantastic. It's literally it's
the yeah
this
the vibe, yeah the main idea, the vibes of it are, I trust you. You saw me for me, and I'm not going to give up on you, even if you did lose your memories or whatever. I look forward to, moving past these trials that we have right now, and I'm in love with you,
Yep.
which is great. It's fantastic. I love the way they animated this. I love the way it all plays out. It's just like the kiss, but it's a little melancholy because Subaru doesn't real like the impact of that is not on Natsuki Subaru. It's the Subaru Natsuki. That being said, he even admits, "Hey, I'm Subaru Natsuki. Whoever this Natsuki Subaru is, he is not the one that killed Melly. He is the one that gained all these people's trust and that they depend on. And he has to be a good guy to get a babe like this."
That's really like how I don't know how you
That,
landed a babe like this.
yeah,
And then when he says like he says all that, and he says if that's how that all happened, then I'm Subaru Natsuki. That was like
yeah. Then I am Subaru Natsuki.
the hands went up like this. Amelia's about to start crying. She pretty much is crying, but then
Yeah.
shit hits the fan a little bit.
Well, the whole time during this speech, like we see the cloud, the mist, the fog, whatever you want to call it, is rolling in the whole time. Like in the back of their minds, they know they're not getting out of this. But Amelia took the time to let her feelings be known to Subaru, and honestly, like the scene speaks for itself. Like it's
Yeah,
great.
it's great.
It's more than great. This is peak ReZero. This is it's like
Peak
you know
Zero. This is what the show's called.
yeah
Peak Zero.
peak zero. Like they started like that day he saw her in the town when he love at first sight. Like I'm gonna get that. He does, but it's paid off. All the fights, all the like wins, the losses, all of that, I think perfectly encapsulates where they're at this moment, even though it's not truly Natsuki Subaru with his memories. He embraces that he is Natsuki Subaru, and we are going to figure this out. I'm done thinking about murdering my friends.
I'm done thinking about murder, which a lot of that was the fault of the miasma that got him a little bit, and also other reasons. But that miasma was
Right.
crazy.
So then, you know what? They should have put another kiss in here, but I don't think it would have been.
I don't think so, because
I think
we
that
just
would have been.
too much.
Yeah, that would have been too much. But no, the speech that Amelia gives, top tier. Subaru accepting, like, all right, time to step up. Time to try to figure out how I would figure it out if I were me with my memories. And I am me. So here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Then the floor caves in. Amelia starts to fall. Subaru immediately jumps in. It's like, yo, I got you. They fall together, hand in hand. And Subaru's like, all right, I see the future. It's in the past. I'm going to figure it out. And that's the end of the episode.
This is going to be where it all begins. Starting from zero. I don't know if he
Peak-
says starting from
zero.
zero, but it's starting from peak
Yeah.
zero.
Peak
the episode's
zero.
title, ReZero Starting Life in Another World. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Let's go. That's such a great title. Holy shit.
Yeah. That's the name of the chapter. Yeah.
That is fantastic. Starting Life in Another World, because this is where Subaru Natsuki's journey begins. For those, you might not know this, Zach, but online, this isn't a spoiler alert. People have interpreted him seeing all the memories of him, like when he's falling, of him, like, and him waking up, getting his memories back. No, he doesn't have his memories back.
No, he does not.
He does not have his
back.
memories back. And sorry if I spoiled that for you. It's not really a spoiler. Some people have inferred that online. The man does not have his memories back. This is still Subaru Natsuki, but a determined Subaru Natsuki that's going to figure this shit out somehow.
He has the drive of Natsuki Subaru.
Yeah.
But no, his memories are. He's looking back on all the memories he's had in the world so far.
Mm-hmm.
But he does not have his memories back.
Nope. And now we have to wait
Definitely
till
does
August.
not. Which that I can see why that's a little misleading.
Mm-hmm. It kind of looks that way visually. Like when you're reading it, I never thought that, but like visually looking at it, it kind of looks that way.
Yeah, but no, he does not have his memories back.
Nope.
He just has his determination.
And that's who Subaru Natsuki is. That determination is what drives. Literally, his determination is one of the strongest determinations ever. Like of any anime character. Yeah. Like most people cannot handle what he's gone through. Like literally cannot handle it. And we'll get to that in the spoiler section.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think of ReZero before we get to the spoiler section? Because I'm gonna give it a little buffer here. Say what you're gonna say, and then we'll talk
ReZero,
about
Peak Zero.
Peak Zero. Yeah.
Yeah. You told me that we're going on a hiatus 6 weeks.
6-week hiatus. August is when it comes back. So not like long.
Which all right,
it's not like a 2 year.
I could deal with
3 months. It's 6-ish weeks, and then we come back.
Dude, we got this whole season in less than
like a year.
10 months.
Yeah, and then the last episode is going to be 45 minutes.
Oh.
They might get into. This is not too spoiler. They might get into the beginning of the next book.
That's what I said. That's why I picked it off the shelf. I'm like, all right. I thought I was gonna have to read it like soon with all my free time I have, but because I'm like, there's no way. Like, the book wraps up. It's a full thing, but just how it ends, it's like, well,
there's still stuff
it wouldn't
that we
make sense. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense to just end it right there because, like, it's kind of like last season where they ended at the Julius thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're like, they didn't do all of this,
Foxy Donna,
but
which I thought would have been the ending. Like, I'm Eki. My name is Ekidana. Thought that would have been the
yeah.
moment. But anywho,
Anyway,
let's. What do you guys think before we get in the spoiler section? Because we're going to talk about what happens after the book. Because I just caught up to the book. I finished reading it yesterday. So, and I have not even talked to him about it. So we're going to talk about it. I'll give you like 5 more seconds to click off if you're listening to it. This while you're taking a shit or something. Click off, find another video. But if you want to keep listening to us yap about it, let's yap about it. Zach, oh my God. This arc is probably now. It might be my favorite arc. I see why people say it's their favorite arc. I
I
I
like I said, watching it, it's very fun. Reading it was not so fun until we get to this part.
This is the part where reading it becomes peak. And like I'd say even these last 2 episodes have been like where reading it was like this is finally going. That first it was a drag. The show does it so much better for that when he first loses his memory. Like I'm pretty sure I could be wrong because I read it. When you binge read something, you kind of forget. I feel like they didn't skip a loop, but they pretty much skipped a loop because they went through every. I know I said this before in a review. They went through every single fucking scene again, and it was like, brother, just it's almost the same show. Just tell him like that second death he has when he falls. It's like let's just fast forward this, and I'm so glad the show did that. And
yeah.
But like, let's get to where the show, like where this ends and this Subaru Natsuki's journey begins, because this motherfucker dies 13 times, like, which is crazy to me. Like,
what do you mean he dies 13?
13. He dies 13 times until he starts reading his book, until he sees his book on the shelf.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
and then he dies even more times.
Yeah. Then he dies
even more time.
So
like. Like in the opening, do you see why I said the opening gives everything away?
Oh yeah, the opening. I wouldn't
even his 67 deaths or whatever it is.
But that is coolly animated. I will say that won't spoil anything because you just know Subaru dies a lot, so you could just interpret it of him just dying.
He dies the most he's ever died.
Yeah, he dies the most. He's never died this much for any arc. This is the most he's literally has died, and the opening, to talk about that real quick. Yeah, it spoils the whole gluttony thing. Never, like, I mean, if I really thought about it, I'd said in one episode where I said, oh, it could be gluttony, but there's no way in your mind you think it's gluttony because how could gluttony get here? Because we just had a whole thing of trying to just access this location. How can gluttony get here? Well, you see, folks, still don't kind of know, but when he reads the book of Lewis being in the White Room, which you could never, like, even our Super Natsuki or Natsuki Subaru could never have guessed that when he opened Reed's book.
Well, that's why. And then the fact that the fucking dragon is in the opening. Why would you do that? When I read that part, I was gonna call you in the middle of the night and be like, dude, like, you're not gonna believe what is on the top floor.
Yeah,
on floor 1. You are not gonna. You could never. You would have never guessed that.
I will say this. When I watched the opening, knowing I knew what it was at that point, but I would have thought that might have been Shula as a fan watching it. That Shula's transformation initially. That's what I would have thought it would have been, because like it just looks like a monster, and Shula does bring up there's a monster. I turn into a monster. You don't know it's the scorpion yet, and there's no hint of the scorpion being in it. So I thought that's what my mind would have went to before it ever went to the dragon. So.
All right. So this is why I think it's a problem that they mention this in the book, but not in the show. It is technically not the Pleiades library.
Mm-hmm.
It became a library. It is the Pleiades watchtower, because the Witch of Envy grave is directly across from it.
Oh.
That's why Flugel, the Spirit of Reed, and the Dragon, and like I said, I haven't read past the book, so you may have read something, but the Spirit of Reed and the Dragon are there as a watch to make sure the witch is dead.
Yeah.
But clearly she is not. That is why she keeps
sealed, not dead.
Up.
Sealed.
What?
Make sure she's
sealed.
Sealed.
Yeah. Sealed. not dead. But that's why I thought miasma is so bad, and that is why she is frequenting Subaru so much.
They're way more than she
And
ever
don't
did before. Almost
yeah.
like she's
And
popping.
don't forget, Lewis and I guess all three of the gluttonies. Well, yeah, the three gluttonies, they ate his memories, so they know he's returning by death,
Mm-hmm.
which is another reason why she keeps appearing so strongly.
Yeah, because that
Which is why I brought that up
before
earlier.
when it was in the top when he was talking to Ekidana.
Yeah.
Which I never would. No one would have guessed that if you didn't until that book, that chapter, reading that, be like, oh.
Yeah, that's why she appears in the sanctuary twice because
Mm-hmm.
the other witches find out. That's why she also is appearing in this is because the gluttonies
No,
have his memory.
and so
Yeah,
when
they
since they
know.
know, she's going to appear in every loop currently because they. That's I don't. We don't. We're just kind of yapping. So if you're still here, we're literally just talking for the first time about this, of a lot of
Yeah.
things. So it's like just yapping to yap about things. I could probably talk for like 10 more minutes too, but
Okay. Um. Yeah, but shit gets crazy. Like the
yeah,
next part of this, like when it's like I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll be damned if
right.
I'm gonna try. Damn it.
I'm gonna fucking try and try that mother. He does. Subaru Natsuki fully tries, and that man like because when's the next launch point again? Because like they get to a point where he tries. He's like he wakes up in the library. Is that when he reads his books? Is that no? That's not when he reads his book. He reads Reed's book, right?
He reads. Yeah,
And
he
that becomes his
reads.
next checkpoint.
It's the checkpoint. I don't think I know the checkpoint technically changes, but he wakes back up in the green room, and then he immediately tells everyone, "Yo, come to the library."
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that.
It's like he pretty much confidently tells everyone he lost his memories in a very believable way that they're going to get through this. Pretty much, like he convinces them that like he's an
yeah,
asset still.
and that's when he discovers Regulus's
Power,
ability that he has,
which is also so cool. Also cool.
Yeah, yes, it is.
And the man dies so much.
He dies so much, but he learns something every time.
Yeah, until there's, I mean, he hits a certain point, like when he starts dying, like the 13 times, where he learns something like I might be wrong because 2 to 3 times he learned something, and then at the certain point he's just like, man, I don't know what I'm learning anymore. I don't know how to get through this.
But he changes it up.
He changes
So
it up.
it's like
Yeah, he tries different methods.
something that they say in the book, and I don't know if you caught this, is that the three gluttonies
Lewis,
count.
Lai, and Roy.
Yeah, they count individually as archbishops.
I kind of caught that when they said there's 7 archbishops and they counted each one of them as an archbishop.
Right. So
So that's all 7
we have
right there.
we have Betelgeuse, we have Regulus, we have Cirrus, we have Lust,
and then
so that means we have the three of them.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that
Pride, wrath, and envy are not to be accounted for. Which
no rat. Cirrus is rat.
Cirrus is wrath. Who am I forgetting? Pride. Is it just 2? Yeah. Oh, it's just 2. Pride and envy are or jealousy. Pride and envy are the 2.
Envy's way better. I don't know why they didn't.
Envy is so much better. I'm sorry. Envy is so much better than jealousy. But so you have those 2, which I think
book uses jealousy, and I'm mad about it. But
I think there's no reason the 3 of them can exist at once is because there's no full archbishop, even though Lewis is like, you're fucking Pride after looking at your memories. Aren't you Pride? That's what Betelgeuse said. Like, you have to be Pride. Like, what the fuck? Like, how are you doing this shit? Like, so Subaru's probably Pride would be my guess, but like, is not like I don't know. Yeah, 6'7", but and then envy. I think there has to be a thing where since they're not fully realized bishops or something that they aren't counted, or maybe there's just 9.
yeah,
they're not 7.
Well, yeah, I think Subaru's gonna turn into an archbishop and then I think maybe one of the arcs later on, he directly comes into contact with someone that maybe someone we've already seen
Hmm.
turns into.
An archbishop.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got
maybe
all of
he's
their
the arch.
authorities almost. He's probably gonna get Gluttony's authority. I don't know what happens in the next book. Obviously, currently, they're in the room with Lewis, and I don't know yet. So
Right, and it's so like it was. I originally thought that of the two gluttonies, or of the three gluttonies, each one does its own thing.
but no, they
That's
can.
why some people like lose their memories. Some people go into a coma. Some people are still awake, and everyone else forgets them.
Mm-mm.
That's not the case at all.
Yeah, I thought the same
That's,
too. I thought that's how it was. Yeah, it's like, oh, you encountered lie, so that's why you've lost like you are forgotten. Oh, you encountered Roy. No, it just determines how they feel about what they want to take from you.
yeah,
That's truly like if Roy like when he fights Julius doesn't take his memories away just for the like doesn't take his own memories away just for the kicks of it. He just
yeah.
takes
Well, I mean,
he makes
it's
everyone
the
else
same
forget
thing.
about him because he knows that will affect him more because he has his brother's memories or Julius's
Yeah,
brother's memories. And it's like
yeah.
crazy that like they all can do it. They just choose when or not. I mean,
Well,
Roy's more
look at
garbage. So,
look at Krush.
mm-hmm.
Krush not having her memories or her confidence completely destroys
Destroys
her.
who? Yep, and that's only they. It's like they want the most hurt they can almost inflict. Because everyone forgetting about
Yeah,
Krush doesn't mean anything. Like for them, it's like that's not as fun if they just forget. And I mean, it also helps Tappy write the story. Let's be real by saying that. But
yeah.
it's Teppy. I call him Tappy. Teppy write the story.
Happy.
So, but it's kind of crazy to think about. And also, can I just say, Ram is. I forgot how strong Ram is. This is like was the part of me that's like I kind of need to go back on their flashback. I'm kind of glad there was a refresher a little bit when reading it because I forgot how strong Ram is, like truly is, and how much in pain she always is in. Because
Well,
like she's
especially
stronger than an
because
archbishop straight up. Like if she had her full power, she's way stronger than most archbishops would be.
yeah, and she exhausted herself getting them to the tower, but she also rested in the green room too.
Mm-hmm.
Which should the green room heal her horn?
I think the green room decides on plot convenience on what it should heal or what doesn't. It doesn't want to heal.
Because oh, it said physical wounds, right?
I mean, isn't it? I guess you can look at it not as a physical wound if you wanted to.
Because the horn is magic.
Yeah, there's probably a reason behind it, like actually. But at the end of the day, it's it is what it is.
So
But like she's just fucking destroys Lie pretty much. Like
a couple times.
a couple times, like Lie tries to run away, and I do love the way Lie dies when he's like, "I'm gonna," like his hands are cut off. He's like, "Oh, I know I'm dead." Pretty much, I gotta tell her I love her, and he's writing love in blood before his head gets cut off.
And the way they described it in the light novel is like it's not love. It's
It's
it's it's a perverse gluttony
gluttony.
type of like grandstanding basically.
Mm-hmm. Like it's not like, "Oh, I'm in love with you. I want to marry you." It's not that.
No, no, but it's not even like love as in like
What
it's
love?
your sibling, you
Yeah,
love them. It's him doing it because I don't know. It's gross.
yeah.
It's not sincere. It's gross.
It's such a weird that little Lie, especially at this moment, because Lie doesn't even know who he barely is consciously.
Yeah.
Like,
See, and you know what I thought they were gonna do? I saw this in another anime, not like through my scrolling a clip. I don't know the name of it, but they basically made someone in love with another character to the point that they wanted to eat them, like cannibal, so that they would be like they would completely devour them, and that's how much love that they had. I thought that's where this was going.
I
I
guess that
thought
would make
that's where
sense
that
for
was going.
Gluttony's character.
Yeah, like he loves his sister so much that he's got to like fully embrace mind, body, and spirit.
Hannibal Lecter. That's,
Yeah.
but no,
So
that was fantastic. Obviously, the Reed Julius fight. I keep calling him Julius. I'm sorry. Julius fight.
yeah,
Also fantastic. I mean, of the fights, it's probably the least one I cared about, but it was still a fantastic fight nonetheless. It was just, it's like it's like putting comparing Game 7 of the NBA Finals in 2016 versus like the Browns beating the Steelers in the playoffs, and then the Guardians making the World Series or something. It's like, I got to pick my least favorite of the three. I love them all. It's got to be a least favorite. So.
and then what did you think about? I had a point. Where did it go?
Once you make that,
Started thinking about the Browns.
I do got to get going too because I need.
I know. Hold on. There's one more point. There's one more point I wanted to make. Oh, why does Shula lie about the fifth rule? It just seems something weird to not tell everybody.
Yeah, I felt like that rule wasn't enough for her just not to say. I didn't get.
Yeah,
Maybe when I watch
like
it, I might feel like when there's some music behind it and it's said to me. But when I read it, I was like, I feel like you could just told them that like once you complete like the rules don't really have to be. What was the fifth rule fully again? Like exact wording, if you have.
No. The fifth rule is if any of the tests are destroyed, the whole tower is destroyed. Which is why when Reed lets Gluttony eat him and then takes over the physical body and leaves the floor, that's why the whole tower
is destroying. Yeah,
coming in the mist. So like Reed being in front of Subaru is the start of the tower of the mist coming up. Shula transforms as well because the tests are being messed with. But you can mess with the test and have Shula transform, not necessarily cause the smoke. But the smoke starts because Reed is able to leave his post.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I just feel like that, like, oh, there's a fifth rule. What is it, Shula? It takes him like 3 times, like grilling her
to get it
to really have her say it. And it's kind of like, oh, well, you can actually just get to the top of the tower through the ladder on the outside of the building. That seems like that would have been like something that would have made it worth it to not tell us. But like, because, and then what does it mean to destroy the test? Because technically, wouldn't Subaru flying, looking up at the monolith, destroy the test?
Yeah, like, is it meant to be that? Who knows? It's
like if you bring like, power of gun to the world and just shoot Reed in the head.
And we know guns exist, or the idea of guns, because Shula sees herself as a sniper, and snipers don't exist in this world.
Well, that could have just been a word that Flugel gave to her.
Well, she described how the Flugel told her how snipers were, because she said they were unseen, hidden. Like, this was just someone that targeted you. Like, in a sense, not a sniper physically exists, but the idea of what a sniper does exist, because he describes it to her.
Yeah.
So, obviously, still don't know who Flugel is. Still, this is why I love ReZero. One is just because there's so much mystery to this world that it's still, we are in episode 70 plus, and there are still so many questions. And I love a story with a lot of questions, because as you unwrap it, it gives you something more than just this story is so great because there's a story and character development. I'm big on character development, and this is one of the best stories of character studies, character analysis, character development throughout its entire cast. And you have a story that's so rich, that's so cool, that's so mysterious. I think that's why I think ReZero is one of my favorite shows of all time, because it has both. And some shows just don't have both. They have one or the other. They focus on the story, but then the characters aren't as important. Or the vice versa. Anyway.
What really sucks, this will be the last point. What really sucks is that we only got 2 books this year for the next arc.
I might start reading the web novel if I catch up, because I can access it.
There's 4. Arc 7 has 4 books translated into English.
Mm-hmm.
They are on arc 10.
Yeah. That's why I might start reading the web novel, because if you read the web novel, pretty sure they're so much translating it live as it's arc 10 is like the web series novel. Because remember when I was reading the web novel when season 2 was coming out, the light novel wasn't there yet, straight up.
Yeah. No,
So
I know.
So I might do that, to be honest, if I catch up to the light novels. Because the way the show's airing, like, shit, we might get another season next year. Like already, like it might be like.
I mean, it's.
So.
I mean, if it's so highly rated, do they push? Like, I'm not familiar with how workflow works for big. Like, I get like, all right, you have your Demon Slayer is going to be your top priority for your project
If you're
for
ufotable.
Ufotable.
Yeah.
Like, I get that's going to be your top priority, but do you then take on other work, or do you
kind of take?
Because I know some of these.
White Fox, I feel like, does some stuff. I mean, they have different teams and different, you have a lot of freelancers. So a lot of times if you keep the same director, a lot of the freelancers will come back and that same team can be kind of kept. Obviously, people will still leave the project and move on to other projects based on availability. But for something like ReZero, where, like you said, they're on their light novels, they're on like 10. They have so much story to still tell that, like, a lot of times you'll be like, oh, we don't have enough story that we can animate. They have so much story that they can animate that they might just be already. They're probably already working on the next season, obviously, because you need to kind of be working on it now. Anyway.
And you have all the extra novels and the short stories. You could technically fill in the gap. You could just do OVAs.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I do have to get going. Yeah. I do actually have to get going. Otherwise, me and you can keep talking. Maybe we'll film it. Maybe not. You guys hit that like button if you stayed for us. This was just us yapping at this point. There's no like form to this one. All right. See ya.
Bye.